Okay, so hello ladies and gentlemen. In this short video we're going to talk about how we slice, sort and filter tables. So we've already seen that we can use a command called select to take the data out of a table and display it onto the screen. Okay, and what we've seen is that you have a select star from and then a table name, and that dumps all of the data from the table onto the screen. And that's great when we're only inserting a couple of rows or you've only got a couple of fields. But what happens when you only want to extract a certain amount of the data out? So what happens if you only want to take a smaller portion of the data? You might have millions of rows and you only want one field from one row possibly. Slicing, filtering and sorting data is the feature that allows us to just extract the data that we want from the table. So the first thing we're going to talk about is slicing. When we slice the data, when we talk about slicing a data, if we imagine we have our table here, where we have the whole table and then we have individual records for each row, and then we have the fields going vertically. Well, when I slice the data, what I'm going to do is just say, only give me the specific fields that I'm asking for. So only give me family name and only give me subject. The other fields stay in the table. I just want you to show me those fields. And the way we do that is to say select, we've got an example at the bottom here, select family name and subject from teachers. So you can see we're not using the star anymore, because what the star is actually, it's a wildcard. It says give me everything. But when we do select family name and subject, that means only give me the family name column and only give me the subject column from the teacher's table. And the results will look like this: family name and subject, and you can see that the family name, Smith, Jones, Ali, Mahmood, they're all in the same order that they were in the original table. Okay, so when we slice, it's just like taking a vertical slice through the table and only returning those fields that we want. Okay, the next thing that we can do is we can sort a table. So when we sort a table, that means to display the rows with a given field sorted. The way we do that is we use the order by command. So we have the select and then the fields, so the fields from our slice, from, and then the table that we want to select from, and then we say order by, and then we can have as many fields as you want, and then either leave it blank at the end of it, or you can put a DESC, which means descending. So by default, it's ascending, i.e. A goes first, and then you work your way through to Z, or 0 goes at the top, and then you work your way to the higher numbers. Okay, so that's an ascending order, and that's by default. If you put descending here, then Z comes first, or the highest number comes first, and then it works its way down. So we have a little bit of example SQL here. Select family name and subject. So I've just done a slice. From tables, from teachers, that's the tables I'm going to extract my data from. And I want to order by subject. Okay, so I've got an example here. Select family name subject from teachers, order by subject. And the data comes out, and we have got Jones, who is English, Mahmood, who is also English, and Ali is maths, and Smith is maths. Now, you can't rely on any order if you don't specify it. So even though Jones comes before Mahmood in the master table, Ali would come after Smith, but you can't rely on Smith coming next. Okay, you can't rely on, just because Smith is first in the table, it's going to come first here. It usually would, but you can't rely on it. The only thing you can definitely rely on is the fact that you have specified subject to be the sort order, and then we'll have English, English, maths, maths, because alphabetically that's the correct order. Everybody obviously knows that maths is better than English, and any other sort order would come first. But alphabetically, English comes first. Slicing gives us individual columns. Sorting means that we can order those columns, and then filtering means only give me specific rows, so it's like a horizontal slice, only give me specific rows that meet a criteria. So here I'm going to say select family name and subject. So I only want this field and I only want this field from the teacher's table. Okay. And then where, here's the command that tells me I want it to filter. So subject equals maths. So only give me the records, okay, only give me the records where the subject is equal to maths. So that's Smith and Ali. Okay, so that's a brief description of how we can slice, sort, and filter our table. And here you can see it's possible to combine all of those three operations to once. So here I'm just saying, give me the family name and subject from the teachers, where the subject equals maths, and senior or prep equals senior, and then order by family name. So this is going to give me the data that's got a list of family names and subjects, where all of the subjects is maths, only for senior teachers, and sort them alphabetically as well. Now you can start to see that we can put together some really powerful selects now. When we start combining our slices, sorts, and filters, we can really start putting together some powerful data queries. And this is one of the reasons why databases are used more often to store data than a spreadsheet, because databases are superb at putting together these kind of queries. Okay, so in the next couple of videos, we'll practice putting together some slice, sort, and filters. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.